Everybody, got another great question on questions from atheist.blogspot.com. This question goes like this. Why would Jesus wait to reveal his divinity until he was 30? Or, the point basically when his ministry started. So that's my wording. The person actually, their premise, I talked to him a little bit about it. Their premise was that if Jesus is God, why would he wait to reveal that until later in his life? Why wouldn't he do it early on? Why wouldn't he do it immediately? So here's kind of the response on the website. So in early in Jesus' ministry, when he would cast a demon out, they would tell the crowd who he was. It was almost as if they knew Jesus was trying to keep his divine identity a secret, and they weren't playing along. So demons would say things like, "I know who you are, the Holy One of God." It's that kind of my demon voice. So it's like Jesus didn't want the people to know. However, apparently the word got out in the spiritual realm, I guess, or something, about who Jesus was. And so he was trying to keep his identity a secret, and so he would actually command the demons not to speak. It says that at one place in the New Testament. He would command the demons not to speak when he would cast them out, because he didn't want them to, ruin the surprise or, blow his incognito persona or something, but he didn't want it to be known at that point in his ministry who he was. Now later on, he did reveal, but at this point, at that early point, he didn't. So for some reason, we don't know exactly why, Jesus didn't want people to know who he was. So around that same time, he healed, this was in the book of Mark, he healed some lepers, and he specifically told them not, I'm thinking of one in particular, he told the guy not to tell anyone what Jesus had done for him. He told the leper, the guy with leprosy, I healed you, but don't go and tell people. For some reason, Jesus didn't want the word to get out that he was healing. So the healed leper did exactly what Jesus told him not to, and he went and told everyone he came across. It says that after that point, Jesus couldn't enter towns, but had to stay out in the lonely places. So I think this reveals a little bit of why he was keeping his identity a secret, is that he had this, I guess you could say, divine timetable, and there was a certain point where it was not advantageous to his ministry for people to know who he was. And so apparently, at that point, it could have just been basic logistics, that if the word got out that the Messiah, the future king of Israel and the world, is here, then he would be swamped and he couldn't share the message that he needed to share. Could have been just logistics, but I actually think there may be something a little bit more to it. So I think Jesus knew that he was divine, even from a young age. I think that's fairly reasonable to believe, but it was not part of the plan to reveal that just yet. So think of what Jesus think of the time when Jesus turned water into wine. It's in the second chapter of John. Really, it's worth going and reading. It's really interesting. But I'll give you kind of a paraphrase. So Jesus and his mother and Jesus' disciples are at a wedding, okay? And the wedding party runs out of wine. And so in a first century wedding, just like today, that's a big deal. So his mother comes to Jesus, and she says, they've run out of wine. And so there's something that she's implying with her statement. It's something that Jesus picks up, because he says, "Woman, it isn't my time." And so Jesus hears in her statement that she's asking him to do something. So apparently, Jesus' mother, and of course he then turns water into wine. So apparently Jesus' mother knew that Jesus had some kind of miraculous abilities, even though it was not his time yet. So to me, this means a couple of things, that even before his time had come, his special abilities, we'll say, his divine nature, they were still present. They just were incognito. They were just sort of hidden. So his mother might have seen him do miracles. I mean, we don't know for sure, but his mother might have seen him do miracles or something before he went public. We really just don't know, but that's at least possible. So the second thing that I noticed from that little story is that Jesus says, "It isn't my time." So apparently there was an appointed time that he would begin his ministry, and it hadn't come yet at that, at the point that that story was took place. So even though his time hadn't come, he was still able to perform miracles, apparently. So to me, it seems clear that he had this divine nature, but it was simply hidden until the appointed time. He was, I guess you could say, sort of God's undercover agent. He was the Son of God, but it was apparently not for people to know. So I'll finish with this. John says in his gospel, he says, talking about Jesus, he says, "He came to that which was his own, but his own did not recognize him." And so I think part of that not recognizing him was intentional, but part of it was just they didn't believe who he was. So, so why would Jesus wait to reveal his divinity until he was 30? It's a great question. Don't know for sure, but I think some of those answers kind of lead us to an understanding. So, thanks for watching.